Hi everybody, it's Karen Abrams and welcome to Tuesday Tune-Up. Thank you for being here today. Today we're going to talk about, I didn't even know till I woke up in the morning, which isn't unusual, but this has been this wild week from last week to this week, so what is it? I think so from Wednesday to now. My father's anniversary of his death, my birthday the next day, and my mother's birthday is tomorrow. Wearing her ring today. It's a little loose. Never got it fitted. But anyways, I was thinking about, wow, that's just a lot in a week, and I thought it'd be interesting to get some healing on that. For those of you who have anniversaries and birthdays and different kinds of things where you're kind of running up and down, kind of going up and down the waves of life and life events, this is just what happens, especially when you're, in your 50s or older. Sometimes it happens a lot younger. Everybody's story is different. So we meet these anniversaries and we meet these birthdays very differently every time. So let me come into your space and let's go from there. Here we go. Just say yes. We're going to use this beautiful modality, theta healing, so that you can connect to your inner wisdom, to some people call that God and the universe or nature, and your subconscious mind, so that these two deep places inside of you can be healed and you can be left with wisdom and love and compassion, and to help you move with your life, just making it even more richer for what you've gone through. So we're going to start the way we always start, which is any energy that never belonged to you from our crazy collective or from other people around you that you love and you like, and who have a sway over you, who influence your life. Let's just have Source release all those thoughts that never belonged to you in the first place, all the energy, emotion, experience that was never yours in the first place. So just allow them to have their own experience, and you can release this from you. And we can do that because when we go into that theta state, we're allowing our mind to talk to our body, and then with that focused intention, we're directing where we're taking these thoughts. And there might be other times during the day where it's very difficult to control your thoughts, but when you go back into theta, you can help them in a very loving way and assist them along and transform them. There we go. All right, my dears, and then let's also let go of all of that. For the same reasons we can do this, we can also direct all that harmful radiation and electromagnetic frequencies that are in our everything. Let's direct it out of our bodies, all that harmful radiation, all that stuff. And let's send that to God's light, if you'd like to call it. Send that to the universe. There we go. Woo! I can feel that coming out of my body. Woo! Beautiful. Yay. Yay, 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 yay. Woo! All right. Look, I'm here. Wow. I was gone. My eyes were rolling behind my head. I'm very much in theta. Okay. So the question is, what do we do when all of that happens? It just happens, right? It's just a day, and things happen. So part of this is just the passage of time. Let's give you your inner wisdom's understanding on just allowing whatever feelings come up for you to come up. And this lovely exercise that I got from my great healer friend Colby Wilk, called I Acknowledge, I Accept, and I Allow, which is where you say to yourself, whatever you're feeling, and even if you don't want to feel it, like you feel jealous and it's an emotion that you feel embarrassed about or whatever, or have shame about or anything, you say, I get that, and then you fill in the blank, and then you say, I acknowledge it, I accept it, and I allow it, because our feelings just want to be acknowledged. And when you do, they'll come up, but they'll also come out. And that's the most important thing. So you can say in this time, like, I get that, I feel sad. It's my dad's second anniversary of his death, and I'm thinking about how he died. I'm thinking about how he lived, thinking about all the walks I took with him, and the wonderful conversations we had. A bit one-sided, but that's okay. More because he didn't have a lot of verbal skills, but he was there. and he was present. And whatever your experience of your parent was, or somebody that you loved that died, you can say, I get that. I feel sad about this, or I feel a whole bunch of different things. I'm sad and I'm happy and I'm grateful and I'm missing them. I acknowledge it, I accept it, and I allow it. Just allow that to be, and it just relaxes you into that. And so let's heal. If you're feeling grief about somebody that you love very dearly who left their body to go into the next adventure, let's just bring that healing in for you, just an inner hug. Bringing compassion and understanding what you're meant to learn from this. Grief is one of the most powerful emotions that we experience in our life. If we run away from it, it just follows us. It like ties around our waist, and the string may be really long. It might be a bungee cord. It might be 100 yards long, but it's there, and it will follow you until you address it. And so I highly suggest that that's something that's part of what you do, is honor the people that have passed and honor your feelings about them. There you go. Beautiful. And show you how to, and what it feels like to celebrate what was funny about them, what was wonderful about them. Celebrate how you feel having them in your life. Having them just transform this into an energetic relationship. Because that's what happens when somebody passes, right? We're going, and you can say, I lost my mom, I lost my dad. You could say those sorts of things, and we have in the physical sense, but not in the energetic sense. And it's getting used to that feeling, getting used to, I can't hold their hand, I can't be in their presence in that way, but I can feel it, I can see, I can get signs from the universe that they're around. I can find something of theirs and go, oh, that's so great. I can wear their old sweatshirt, We find the way we can find our hugs. So show you how to find your hugs with your loved one who passed. And also bring in forgiveness if there was something or a lot of things that you want to let go of the pain that they caused you. Because if you have a complicated relationship, then that still is a relationship. And you think, well, I'm happy that they died because, they were the bane of my existence, if that's what your experience was. You still have to work out that relationship. It doesn't change that. So let's just heal that, There we go. Just bringing that compassion, teaching what you were meant to learn from that, allowing yourself to have whatever feelings there, if it's anger, if it's rage, whatever it is, it's all good. It's just in acknowledgement of it and allowing it to go and allowing yourself to have compassion. So let's let you know what God's compassion feels like. There we go. You're deserving of receiving it, what God's understanding it feels like, and what you're deserving of receiving it, what God's unconditional love feels like, and that you're deserving of receiving it. And how to, what it feels like to receive God's unconditional love, compassion, and understanding. There we go. You could take this for 35 years. It doesn't matter how many times you take this download, it's always good. All right. And then showing you how to, what it feels like to be able to express the passage of time for yourself. It's a trip. It's a trip that so much life has gone by. And that it's okay to be optimistic about what's coming up. And to focus on the things that really mean the most to you now, and show you how to, and what it feels like to lean into what makes you happy and who makes you happy and who you're happiest around. How's that? And instead of focusing on what you don't have, let's show you how to focus on what it feels like to focus on what you have. So you can build on that and make that bigger and bigger and bigger. Explore that. There we go. Awesome. All right, my friends. And let's bring in a body healing for you and for me. And let you know who you are from God's perspective with all these changes that will continue to evolve. And as we do the process, it feels like we're leaving our bodies when we go into theta. We're really actually going in, we're inside one cell, and we're going kind of up into the universe. So what we also celebrate it by, or actually we come back by imagining that we're coming back into our bodies, like back into our cells, all the way down to the bottoms of our feet, down through the ground, go down, I would say 20, 25 feet, just get that, or you can go down to the core of the earth and get that Mother Earth energy, bring it back up the bottoms of your feet all the way to fill every cell of your body, all the way to the top of your head. All right, my friends. Until next week, mwah, God bless, and goodbye for now. See ya.